Alright, so this video is not going to be like a fun video, but if you played New Moon yesterday or even just scroll through YouTube, you already know the game hasn't been received well, and honestly, I'm being extremely nice by saying not well received. It was actually horrendous. A lot of content creators have already talked trash and just straight up hating on the game. A lot of them are saying, oh, they will quit, such as like AGZ or other big content creators. But today, we're not here to trash the game because that won't help anything. Instead, I want to share how I think developers can save the game and what changes could actually make it better. This is all based on my own opinion, so if you disagree, just let me know in the comments. And we are not even going to talk about bugs because that's just the technical side. We're going to talk about the combat and the progression mainly because that's the two biggest things we are basically complaining about. And yes, I did hear people talk about the drama with the developer XYUB. There's a Discord clip going around of him basically screaming at his mom and saying a lot of bad words and seemingly beating his mom as well. But yeah, whether you want to separate the game away from the developer or not, that's a whole different topic. We're not here to talk about it. And I don't know the full story or anything from XYUV side, so I can't really judge much. The only thing I'll say on the situation is that no matter what you're going through or whatever the is happening to you, it's never okay to speak to your mom like that. And actually we made a video about how he's apologizing to us and he understands or something. But the only person he should be apologizing is to his mom. Like, why us? And he's making a bunch of excuses, but is it whatever. And also, it's definitely never okay to get violent with your mom. Like, what the fuck? That's just not something anyone should do ever. But yeah, enough yapping, let's get into the video. Let's start off with the combat. So with the combat, a lot of people are complaining about the parrying system, and I personally agree too as well. As of right now, parry is basically useless or barely useful. At this point, might as well just remove it and completely rework the combat system. And except the parry system, the fact that you could also parry mid-combo, it's so freaking annoying. I know this also happens in other games as well, such as Type Soul and Deep Woken, but in this game, it doesn't work. It's so bad. It shouldn't exist, since the parrying window is barely non-existent. My take is that at this point, this should honestly just rework the entire system to something like Project Slayer or GPO. Just those systems are really well received, at least from what I've heard, where M1s are basically just shoot combos and actual skill-based parrying system. As of right now, despite the parrying system, the combat run is basically M1 spam or just area spam. Another huge problem with that is, unlike Project Slayer and GPO, the combat is still somewhat playable even with a high ping difference. But in this game, if you have a bad device or high ping, you're doomed. You're just cooked. There are literally nothing you can do, which is another reason why I think the combat needs a rework as a whole. Especially when it comes to the entire progression system, it's PvP based, which is another huge problem that we'll talk about later on. They could also add air combat like Fairy Tail Re as well. Don't get me wrong, the game's combat is bad as well, but their air combat with the spacebar, you can just dash with them, is really cool. It could be really fun and interesting if it's executed right. And also, I don't know if it's just me, when I was playing the game, demons, I don't know, they had way bigger hitbox than Demon Slayers. Let me know if it's just me, but I don't know if it's my ping or something. Whenever I fight with demons, they could hit me from like 2 meters away. I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's a bug or what. Now let's talk about the progression system, which is easily the biggest problem in the game right now. At least that's for me and for my viewers as well. As things are, if you want to loot, levels, ranks, rank up, basically anything, you have to do PvP. And not just little, you have to spam the same PvP missions over and over and over and over again for like 100 times or more. Demon Slayers have really slow progression already, but demon progression in New Moon is even freaking worse. You need 500 elo just to unlock demon art, which makes no sense at all. And maybe just me, but the whole elo system doesn't fit in Demon Slayer game at all. Like, what the f is even elo for a Demon Slayer game? Why are demons instead ranking up based on some PvP number? Like, what the f? For the PvE side, it doesn't exist or barely exist, so there's not much to talk about, and that's a huge problem as well. But anyways, here are my take about how they should rework their progression system. First of all, completely remove the PvP based progression. Some people may like it, but I'm sure majority doesn't because it's completely ass. Especially when the combat system barely works, people with high ping or low end devices will have to create all the counters to progress. That's so stupid, which completely breaks the game intention as well. For the leveling progression ranking up, I feel like it should be just heavily PvE focused. For example, just like the anime, to get stronger, you have to train, fight demons, take missions to rank up and such. So they can do the same too. Just like Project Slayers, they could have Crow giving out missions. Missions can have different varieties. Just spying missions, like how happened in anime, demon killing missions, saving NPC missions, random encountering villages of NPCs giving out missions, which could be pretty cool and making it more immersive, and etc. For demons, they can have similar missions, such as Slayer killing missions, Slayer Corp HQ infiltration missions, or like they can have missions to raid the entire Slayer Corp HQ or something like that. These are just for the devs to figure out what kind of unique mission types they can have. Players should also be able to queue missions together. As of right now, there are missions like literally just solo for PvP. And one of the worst thing for missions right now is that you can easily get teamed. It's horrendous. I encountered so many times. Like it doesn't work at all. But anyways, for Slayers and or Demon rank ups, this could also happen in an event or after an event, just like the anime where players have to be sent to like a decently challenging mission, such as hunting a boss or something like that. And rank up missions will gradually get harder the higher rank you go. And to become higher rank, if you ever played Valorant or something and heard of the Radiant rank, there's like a limit of how many people can get the highest rank. So maybe they can do something similar, like limit to like only 500 players can get Hashiras. And then they can add elo here, which would make more sense. Like once player reaches the second highest rank, they can start PvPing each other in order to get like higher elo, so they can obtain the Hashira rank. Like this also just encourage players to PvP more, because people just constantly be pushed out of the Hashira rank because people are just like getting higher elo than them. And for Demon Slayers, like of how to get skills, as of right now, is this purely RNG based, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Like you don't feel anything when you obtain skills. This is RNG. Like what? So they should also change to something like in the anime where they have to train or do some trainer missions in order to get their skills. And for final selection, the shit is horrendous. Literally, all you gotta do is sit on a train, wait for 10 minutes, and that's it, you just finished. Like at least add a boss or something for players to fight, and they can get some rare loot or something. For demons, I cannot say much since I haven't played the demons yet, but by hearing from the viewers, demon progression needs to be made much easier. As of right now, it's just horrendous. Slayers are getting much more favoritism, as of right now at least. And for loot system, so far I only know that the only way to get loot right now is just through events or missions, but the chance of that is extremely low, but no one knows, because developers are gatekeeping stuff or just generally being lazy, which is a huge problem. I get it, they probably want the players to explore themselves, which is okay, but not to the point that where no one knows anything. Like what the f? There has to be something that we should know from just in-game instructions. But anyways, loot should also be obtainable through PvE missions as well, and also through rank ups, which so players can be like feel rewarded. Like players should be rewarded with some cool ass loot when they rank up. And this is a minor problem, like you don't know when you're like leveling up. Like you just saw, okay, I got more stats, that means I leveled up. They should definitely to add like a, I don't know, XP bar or something to show like when you level up or something. To add up on the demons mission types, they can also add something like where demons have to sneak through to like just NPC's house at night and just kill them or eat them to level up like that. That could be interesting because this is how anime worked. And of course, there's much more stuff we can add to the game. There's so many ideas, but it's just a brief idea of how I think this game can be improved. And I don't want to talk this in too much details because the video will take too long. But yeah. Alright guys, this is it for the video. Let me know if you guys think this game is still savable or not. If they don't make a lot of changes like I just said, or at least I think, the game would just die, like instantly die. But yeah, anyways, if you want to be part of the community, just join my Discord server. I'll put the link in the description down below. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a sub and leave a like. And if you disagree with something or want to add more stuff, just leave a comment as well. Thank you for watching.